Hi, Lynda, Kenny here. I just wanted to tell you a couple of tales today because I've been travelling these last few days and how important it was for me to actually know how to calm myself down. And I just wondered if you'd ever been in situations where your anger got the better of you. So stay tuned to me and I'll just share a couple of things with you. Before I forget, I do offer a 20-minute complimentary call, so if you want to take advantage of that, reach out to me at callwithlynda.com and book some time with me. So basically, when we travelled back yesterday from Portugal to England, everything went really smoothly to start with. We got to the airport and the flight was on time. We got checked in, got through security fairly quickly. So everything went really well. And then we get to where you actually board the plane. And I don't know whether you've ever been in this situation, but you can guarantee that me and Chris get behind somebody or get one of the handlers that is slow. And there were two different queues, which one to go in. So we chose which one to go in. And this woman the handler had a problem with her machine. So it wasn't reading any of the boarding passes. So that was the first thing, and I could feel myself getting quite irritated because this other queue was flowing through, everybody getting on the bus. And we wanted to be in early, on the plane early, because there's usually only a few overhead lockers to put your luggage in, and we were sat right at the front, and sometimes you're restricted because the crew put a lot of their equipment in those overhead lockers. So anyway, that was the first thing. But I, stayed fairly calm, but I found myself getting wound up. And then when the flight was fine. When we got in the air, it was absolutely fine. Everything went really well. Then we arrived at the airport in England, and we were just stood there. They opened the doors that we could get off the plane, but the ground staff weren't there. And we actually spent 30 minutes waiting for the ground staff to come to let us off the plane, even though we'd arrived 15 minutes early. So that was one thing. And then when we got off the plane eventually, it was a bus job. So we had to all sit on this bus while everybody piled off the plane. So you can imagine, you start getting all wound up about everything. And what I did, I talked myself out of it because I just wanted to rip somebody's head off, like you do when you get angry. But I didn't, because I remembered all the sort of calming exercises that I teach my clients in my high performance coaching, and to actually really sort of calm myself down. And one of those tips is to, just close your eyes and just breathe deeply. And just sort of release all that tension. And that is what I had to do, because otherwise my anger would have got the better of me. I'd have probably got angry with some of the staff on the plane, and it wasn't their fault. But you know what it's like when you're really angry. You want to take it out on the nearest person to you and blame everybody. And I've got this letter formulated in my head that I was going to write to the airline and complain. But the other part of this was that when we actually got on the bus and got to the place where you go through immigration, there must have been about 4 bus loads got off. So you can imagine what the queue was like. And thankfully, Chris and I had purchased a fast track thing to get through that quicker. So that was absolutely brilliant. And the luggage was waiting for us. My car was waiting for us. So all turned out well in the end. But if you're someone who has trouble containing your anger and you need some more tips about calming down, then please reach out to me and let's have a chat. Let's see how I can help you get into that mode of being able to control your anger, being able to calm down and see things in a better light. Because when you're actually very angry, then that emotion takes over everything. So reach out to my calendar at callwithlynda.com. Let's have a chat and see how my coaching can help you.